so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
coming, y'all.
say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending, unnecessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You train me, try, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone. Not fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside and you got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you were doing was screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Touching your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Does it kill? Does it burn? Is it painful to learn that it's me who has all the control? Does it thrill? Does it sting when you feel what I bring and you wish that you had me to hold? When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Are you ready for some Potters baseball? Potters baseball brought to you by Stone's Broadcast Networks. And now for the play-by-play, here is Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Well, hello, everybody. A little bit shaken are Evan and I, as we just had, of course, the Star Spangled Banner, and then she knocked it out of the park. But the end of the Star Spangled Banner, as befitting the very patriotic theme we have out here tonight at McBean Stadium, the two, what it was, T-38s or something that flew over? What a flyover. That thing just shook the entire building, and we're still trying to get back on track here. Mark the Phantom Lowe, that's Evan over there. We got Potters and Rogues, but man, that was just because we've had a couple of flyovers, and to be fair, they were more of the helicopter variety. This one was the T-38s, which I don't really propose to know what exactly that is, but man, that was just so impressive and loud and shaking the building. Evan had to get the cameras and make sure they were secured, as that thing was shaking everything. And we are ready to get going here on a sold-out night here at McBean Stadium. It is a Star Wars night. It is a fireworks night. It is a huge game between the Lincoln Potters and the Medford Rogues in the race for the second playoff spot in the Pacific Empire League. The Potters now, with last night's win, are 14-8. The Rogues are 11-7. Also, right there are the Humboldt Crabs, who were 14-10. As they lost last night, our old friend Mudcat Man went up there with his ball club, and they beat the Crabs 12-8, I believe, was the score in that one. So the Crabs lost a game in the loss column there. So that is good for the Potters. Good for the Rogues, too, I suppose, if you look at it that way. But tonight, another big one. Jack Gouffran, who was just fantastic, sensational, amazing the last time he was out. A complete game, 3-hit shutout, in which he struck out 10 against the West Coast Kings. That was back on the 12th of July. Which is, I guess, makes it last Saturday, right? Yeah, because today's the, yeah, something like that. Oh, no, today's the 18th. We'll worry about that later. But Jack is going to be taking on a lineup of Medford Rogues, which includes the leadoff man, Jonathan Walsh. Logan Macy is hitting second, and then Keon Sanchez will bat third in this first inning. And Gouffran ready to go, and we're ready to go. Breaking ball is down low for a ball, 1-0. 1-0. Let's get the lineup up there then, Evan, if we can. There's Jonathan Walsh, Macy, Sanchez, Ortiz, Chance Flores hitting fifth, Rosenthal, Swenson, the big DH who pinch hit last night, and Finney Salahar and the Herman Luna, the pitcher, with a 1.89 ERA, 2.70 in conference play, but he has been very impressive for the Rogues so far. So it's going to be a good one. As Gouffran coming off a big game, Luna with some good numbers, and Jack is 3 balls and no strikes on Jonathan Walsh. Hitting .292 is Walsh. He was 1 for 3 last night. Played left field last night. He is out in right for the Rogues tonight. As Gouffran just trying to get stretched out, hasn't been able to hit the strike zone, and that one is in there for a strike. And I think Jonathan Walsh called that one. 84 from Jack Gouffran, who's out of Granite Bay, California. He is 1-0 on the season. That's lined into center field. That will be a base hit. So Walsh has his second hit of the series. First hit of the ball game for the Rogues. Comes with the first batter, and that'll bring up Logan Macy. And let's take a look, if we can, Evan, at the defensive lineman for your Lincoln Potters. Jordy Lopez is over in left today. It's Mays Madsen back in center field. Jackson Norton is in right tonight. At third is Ian Guazone. At short, Shane Miller. Ethan Groves back at second. Ty McGraw, of course, at first. Behind the plate, Cooper Smith tonight. And Jack Gouffran is on the mound. It's a foul ball. That's Logan Macy is the batter. Macy came on as a pinch hitter, I believe, last night, and he got himself a base hit, so he was 1 for 2. He came on in the 7th inning to a double play and then singled in the 9th. So Logan hitting at .282 on the year. short lead at first by Walsh. There's the pitch, and it is inside for a ball, a little bit high. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike. So outfield-wise, it's for the Potters, it's Jackson Norton over in left, and Jordy Lopez is in right. In center is Madsen. Breaking ball's popped up. McGraw has his eye on it, coming over near the dugout, and he'll not be able to make the catch as the structure got in the way. So blame the builders of McBean Stadium as costing the Potters an out there. But it is now 1-2 on Macy. Kian Sanchez on deck, the number 3 hitter, third baseman. Star Wars night, I've seen Chewbacca. He looked a little warm. I've seen Princess Leia. Very good. And then I saw some guy who looked like he had a suit coat on and he was carrying a lightsaber with him. And I've been informed that's Anakin Skywalker. That's what I was told. That's right in there. Call strike 3. Gouffron with the 88-mile-an-hour fastball, and Macy, I think, was surprised by the speed and the location. He took call strike 3 for the first out. Walsh still at first base. Ken Sanchez is the hitter. Sanchez was 2 for 3 last night and is hitting at .348. He had a double in the first inning, and then he had a single in the 6th inning before he was replaced by Bo Blake in the 8th. Potters won last night 9-0 behind Drew Brown. Sanchez takes high and inside. 4 relievers, Schmidt, Carlton, Yeltsin, and Garrienti for the Potters last night. Brown gave up 4 hits in 5 innings, and the relievers gave up 3 hits in 4 innings. Throw over to first base, and back in is Jonathan Walsh. Chris Ortiz, DH last night. He's catching tonight. He is in the on-deck circle. Batting cleanup. Beautiful night for baseball. A little breeze blowing through. Great crowd, of course. Fireworks night. Breaking ball misses as Cooper Smith tried to frame that one and just couldn't get it done. A little bit too far outside. I got a bunch of different editions of Star Wars jerseys that I'm seeing around here from Potters fans. They're auctioning off jerseys tonight. I might have to put in a bid. They got bats they're auctioning off. They got jerseys. I got Luke Statwalker monitoring the situation for me, which is probably my first mistake. But we'll see how that goes later in the evening. But for now, it's Walsh leading off. There's a beautiful breaking pitch. Sanchez was going to go, thought better of it, and took the strike. So it's 2-1 on Kean. He's out of Stanislaus State, Cal State Stanislaus. And originally from San Diego, California. 2-1. That one's high, 3-1. So 3-1 with Ortiz to follow. This is the last time we'll see the Rogues. The Rogues took 3 up in Medford, and the Potters winning last night. So the Rogues will have the tiebreaker if it comes down to that at the end of the season, which is another reason that tonight's game really, really important. Popped up right side. Going out is Groves. Coming in is Jordy Lopez, and he will get it in medium deep right field for the second out. Potters are working on a 6-game win streak. They lost those 3 games to the Rogues, and then they haven't lost since. They've got the Marysville Giants come in for a single game tomorrow. Then the Potters will have Monday off. They'll go to Healdsburg on Tuesday, come back here to take on Healdsburg on Wednesday, host the Mudcats on Thursday, and then end it all with the West Coast Kings. That'll be on Saturday, the 25th. Fan Appreciation Night. A lot of stuff going on. We will update you on that. You want to get your tickets? You want to get them now. Here's Chris Ortiz. First pitch is outside. Ortiz was 0 for 3 last night with 3 strikeouts, but for the season, he is hitting .359 with 20 runs batted in and a home run. So he's having a really good season for the Rogues, who were skippered by Kevin Olmstead. And Jack will go over to first base. Ty McGraw makes the catch, but not the tag. One ball and no strikes on Ortiz. Just getting started here. Great crowd out here. We've got the VIP section looks to be thriving down the first baseline. I can't get over when they had the birthday party last week and they had the seafood buffet. I swear they had caviar out there. I swear they did. That one is too high. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever had it, to be honest with you. But it looked very impressive on the bed of ice and everything. Very snazzy. 2-0 on Ortiz. Chance Flores, who did not play in yesterday's game, the first baseman on deck. That one's hit on a hop to shortstop. Nice stop, throw to second, and nice play at second base by Groves to scoop it out. Shane Miller goes to his right, gets it over to Groves. Ethan makes the scoop, and we're out of the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Rogues nothing. Potters coming to bat.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it. We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the first inning from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low with you, along with Evan the Engineer. Luke Statwalker working over there. Matt Mack's not here today, so that's a bummer. JP Ills hanging out over there. I don't know what exactly. I think he's a TrackMan guy. I think he's the TrackMan guy. That's why it's never working, right? Okay, that makes sense. Jordy Lopez is going to start us off against Herman Luna of the Rogues. First pitch is in there for a strike. Luna has been he's 5-1 on the year with a 1.89 ERA, 38 innings pitched, just 14 strikeouts and 8 walks. So the guy throws strikes, and we might see a lot of ground balls, a lot of balls put into play here by the Potters as Lopez takes outside. Luna originally Fresno City College, then Sonoma State, and now at Cal State Stanislaus. 1 ball and 1 strike on Jordy. He chops it down the first baseline, and that is foul. That might have been trouble had it been fair. It was a big hopper over Flores' head at first base, but it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. So, yeah, Luna just with averages a couple of strikeouts a game, but he is 5-1. He is 2-1 in PEL play and has a 2.70 ERA. So, pretty impressive in league, pretty impressive overall for the right-hander. Lopez lays off that one, as it went all the way down to 76 and just missed the strike zone low and a little bit inside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ian Guanzon on deck, and then Ty McGraw for the Potters. Jordy hits it right back up the middle off the glove of Luna into center field for a base hit. So Lopez, which his dad says he's been on base every game, so he's been on base this game, Dad, I'll tell you that. Hitting .451 coming in, and strokes a single up the middle to start off the bottom of the first inning. So both teams start off their half of the first with base hits, and here is Ian Guanzon, who has been one of the Potters' hottest hitters over the last couple of weeks. Had 2 more hits last night and 2 runs batted in. He's got 2 home runs. He's got 14 batted in, and he's hitting .364. Out of lovely Chico, California, Ian attends East Tennessee State University. And I don't think he commutes. He probably lives there. I don't think he goes from Chico there every day. I'm assuming there's some sort of student housing involved. You don't see a lot of cotton candy. I know our cotton candy people do a lot of work down there. We got a warning, I believe, from the umpire, warning somebody about something. Probably like an air quality alert or something. But there's some cotton candy. Everything going on Star Wars night. That's hit sharply but foul. Down the third baseline. Running it down is the Rogues bullpen crew down there, right by the grassy knoll. 0-1 on Ian. He was struggling a bit when he started, and then all of a sudden, a couple nights ago, he had a home run and a big win over the Kings, and since then you can't even stop the guy. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, gets away, and Lopez will go to second base. Chris Ortiz comes up with it, but much too late. It's a wild pitch, and Jordy gets to second base, and Ian Guanzon will even the count up at 1-1 Ty McGraw to follow. Then Shane Miller batting fourth tonight. Perrin Bland back in the lineup. He's the DH hitting fifth. Cooper Smith sixth. Jackson Norton in left. Mays Madsen in center. And Ethan Groves batting in the ninth spot. As Piper's already using the Super Soaker on the parking lot Potters. This is starting off to be a crazy night. People still kind of getting their bearings, getting their hot dogs, getting a couple of beers. Guanzon thought about bunting, pulled it back, and it's a ball. So, kind of settling down a little bit. A lot of milling around, which I love. Evan. Burrito bowl, right? Yep, thought so. Sabores to Mexico does it right. Evans, he's a growing boy. He needs his energy. Ian's showing bunt now. He lets it go, and it's a call strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's an impressive-looking ball. Shortstop is in the hole, and the second baseman, that's Finney. He's a little bit off second base, so Jordy Lopez has a lot of room out there at second base. 2-2 coming up. Here's Finney bluffing in. Ian hits it high in the air to left center field. That ball's hit well. Alhar goes back. They go back, and it is against the fence, bouncing back into center field. Lopez will score easily. Guanzon will make it to third. He slides in with an RBI triple, and the Potters are on the board 1-0. Just unbelievable the run that Ian Guanzon is on. And that one very close to getting out of here at the 350 mark. Make that 380 out there in left center field. He's at third base. 2 hits and a run for the Potters, and that'll bring up Ty McGraw. Equally as impressive, Ty McGraw, as Ian Guanzon. Ty, 361, 8 home runs, leads the team, 30 RBIs. He's third, and he didn't come to the team until after the College World Series, since his Troy Trojans were in it. So he's up here with a chance of bringing another one for the Potters. And he'll take a fastball inside and a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Everything, it just seems everything Ian's hitting right now is on the screws, and that one was no exception. 1-0. Ty takes high and inside. It's 2-0. Defensively, got Jackson Rosenthal in left. Will Salahar is in center field, and Jonathan Walsh over in right. It's Sanchez at third, Logan Macy at short, Travis Finney at second, and Chance Flores at first. 3-0 on McGraw. And behind the plate, Chris Ortiz, and on the mound is Herman Luna. 3-0 on Ty McGraw, and I don't blame him if they don't really feel like throwing Ty a strike. He homered to right center field last night as the Potters won that one 9-0. That one's chopped down to first base, handled down there by Flores, throws to the pitcher covering, and McGraw is out. Scoring is Guanzon. So McGraw will get an RBI, his 31st. The Potters have scored twice in the inning. The bases are now cleared, and here's Shane Miller. Shane, another one. Started out slow, now at 396 with 24 runs batted in and 3 home runs. Playing shortstop, he is out of University of New Mexico, and Gilbert, Arizona is his residence, or his initial residence. And he is up here against Luna. He fouls it off back to the screen. Perrin Bland in the on-deck circle. So Luna with the 1.89 ERA has given up 2 earned runs here in the first inning. Miller swings and misses. He got McGraw to make an out. I don't think he really cared about the run. We probably conceded the run. They didn't want Ty to get on base. And now with the bases clear and kind of getting defensively a fresh start. 0-2 on Shane Miller. Hits it back up the middle. Cut off by the shortstop. Nice play by Macy, and he'll get him at first base. Logan Macy, excellent range going to his left. He'll get Miller by a step at first base for the second out here in inning number 1, and Perrin Bland will be the hitter. He is the designated hitter tonight out of Meridian, Mississippi. Newly committed to Southern University, the Jaguars. Congratulations to him and the Bland family of Meridian. Perrin didn't play in last night's game. Hits that one out towards shortstop, cut off by the third baseman Sanchez. He'll go to first for the out. So the Potters start off hot and then retired 3 in a row, but they do get 2. We'll go to the second inning. Potters 2, Rogues nothing.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve, and getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those.
Top of inning number 2, Jack Gouffron back out on the mound. He'll face Chance Flores, then Jackson Rosenthal and Ethan Swenson. Flores hitting .250 on the season, coming in from Lynn Benton Community College, and he is out of Vancouver, Washington. Takes a breaking pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Potters up 2-0 as we are in the second inning. Another breaking ball that's hit down the third base line. That is a foul ball. Don't know if Ian let that one go or if he lost it in the sun. The big choppers to the left side are tough this time of the night or evening. But it will be a strike on Flores with Jackson Rosenthal to follow him. Jackson out in left field tonight. Rogues wearing the blue jerseys and red numbers, and they've got stripes on the shoulders. I'm not an advocate. I like the stripe down the side. That looks pretty sharp. It's a big red, white, and blue kind of fest. Yeah, and I approve of that, of course, being an American citizen for most of my life. But I don't know, the shoulders thing, it looks a little like the Where's Waldo, you know? But, I mean, that's just me. 1-2. Fouled off. Again, I do like the stripe down the side. I like the big numbers. Yesterday with the green jerseys, the numbers are a little bit difficult to decipher. And that wasn't just me, because the young people said the same thing. Here's the 1-2 again. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Gouffron. He has Flores, and now Jackson Rosenthal is the hitter. Rosenthal, 314 out of Hawaii Pacific. He was, I believe he was 0 for 3 last night, but he had a couple right on the nose that went right to one of the Potters. And he steps in here, big left-handed hitter. Comes out of Asheville, Oregon. Hits it sharply into right field for a base hit. Can't say I'm surprised by that, as Rosenthal has swung the bat well both nights. He is at first base, second hit for the Medford Rogues. And here's Ethan Swenson. Ethan is a piece of work at 6'7", out of Arlington, Washington. He came on yesterday and hit one of the hardest ground balls I've seen in a long time, like 104 off the bat or 107 off the bat, as a pinch hit back in the, I believe it was the 8th inning. Yeah, in the 8th inning. And it wasn't like a one hop or something. It was just a real ground ball. And it just shot into left field. So he's up here now with a guy at first base. Ethan on the season, 250 with a pair of runs batted in. And it's outside. Rosenthal got a pretty good jump right there as Gouffron delivered. So let's see if he tries to time this to take off for second base. 1 ball and no strikes on the imposing Ethan Swenson from Central Washington University. There's a throw to first base. Central Washington, I'm saying they're probably the Vikings or something like that. Because I know the Vikings spent a lot of time in Central Washington. Swenson pops it out to the right side, out of play. I was just informed by Evan, that the parking lot Potters did in fact do a little bit of barbecuing today, but they made a seafood broil. Seafood broil or boil? Which one is it, Evan? Is it boil? I think that's when you cook all the seafood together and then you just put a thing on the table and you just pour it all out on there and everybody just picks through it. It sounds very unhygienic, but it sounds awesome. So that's what the parking lot Potters were up to today. And that kind of befits the occasion. Star Wars night, fireworks night, get a seafood boil. Swenson, little blooper into short right center field. Coming on is Lopez, still coming on, and Lopez with another brilliant catch. He's done it all summer long. He's done it in center. He's done it right now. All the way in to make the catch, sliding for the second out. So Swenson didn't hit that one as hard as he did yesterday, but I think he still thought he was going to get a base hit out of it, and so did I, to be quite frank. But he is retired. And now Travis Finney, who's considerably shorter than Ethan, which doesn't really matter. Travis is he's the Dueling Dogs batter tonight, but he's from Melbourne, Australia, so it means he's Evan's favorite player. He played with Travis Bassano, I was told, by BW, Ryan Welch from the Medford broadcast crew. Actually, he is the Medford broadcast crew. And Travis takes outside. Finney at 327 with 8 runs batted in, goes to South Dakota State University. Rugged country up there. Have you been, Evan? I have not myself. Don't bother Evan when he's eating his burrito bowl. He's very grouchy. And that's outside. Rosenthal again looked like he was measuring Gouffron to try to take off, but then decided at the last minute not to do it. 2-0, and Willie is playing, I think he's supposed to be playing Dueling Dog sounds, but he's playing like Chewbacca. And I like it. Like I said, Chewbacca is here. Probably taking pictures out in the concourse right now. That's ball 3. Finney will be followed by Will Salahar, who's in the 9 spot tonight, the center fielder. 3 balls and no strikes. And again, I was informed that the guy with the suit coat and the lightsaber was Anakin Skywalker. No wonder people don't like him. And that's ball 4. That's not going to get you half off beer if you get 4 straight balls, according to Willie Preston. So here's Will Salahar. Will coming from Scottsdale Community College out of Anthem, Arizona. Now, that's a fine name of a city on a night like this. Anthem, Arizona. The anthem today was, I felt it was good. It was a little bit longer than our usual anthem. It had a very, very sustained note near the end, more than most that we have. I think the phrasing was a little different, but ultimately, I thumbed up. Yeah, way to go. Meeting at the mound for the Potters. The runners are at first and second for the Medford Rogues. First walk by Gouffron, and only 2 previous walks this season for Jack. Came in with 11 strikeouts and 2 walks over 13 innings pitched. Again, the bulk of them was that complete game against the West Coast Kings. Now, is that a real Star Wars person right there, or is that somebody that just stole the saber? Because he looks quite young. Is that a young Anakin Skywalker? Oh, my gosh. I'm getting so confused. Salahar pops it up. Coming in at third is Guanzon. It's going to be out of play, and almost it got into that little area between the tarp and the fence. Fortunately, didn't get anybody. So it's 0-1 on Salahar. Ray Garcia and Matt Lundgren down there together, the Brain Trust, Ray's explaining to Matt why the ball was able to get through, because there's nothing there to stop it, Matt. That's why it was able to get through. Okay. Just trying to help. So we got an older Anakin, teenage Anakin, and a young one. That's our thought. I think the kid just stole the lights there. I think it's just a kid. Salahar, left-handed hitter. High for a ball, 1-1. Rosenthal out at second base. At first is Travis Finney. Salahar, 279 with 5 runs batted in for the Medford Rogues, who are 11-7 in conference and 23-10 overall this season. That's fouled back to the screen, so it's 1-2. They will conclude the season next weekend with a 3-game series against the Humboldt Crabs in Humboldt. So that will be a crazy series, and will have a lot of bearing on who goes to the playoffs as the second seed, assuming the Prune Packers hold on to the first seed. Potters and Prune Packers are home and home on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday night's a Wine and Wiener Wednesday, the last of the season, against the Prune Packers. They know wine in that part of the state, so that should be a great one. Come on out, LincolnPotters.com for tickets and info. 1-2. Inside and low. Evens it up at 2-2. Potters with their Star Wars jerseys. Wear them just one time and auction them off tonight. Two and two. Outfield straightaway, medium deep for Salahar, who did not play in last night's game. Inside. Moves him off the plate with a breaking pitch. 3-2, which means the runners will be taken off, giving them a little bit extra on a ball hitting the gap. Jonathan Walsh, who singled his first time up, the leadoff man, is on deck if Salahar should reach. Here's the 3-2. That's fouled off. The runners were indeed on the way, so they'll have to return to their respective bases. Great to see people out here milling around, participating in those auctions that I talked about, going out to Fat Cat, Saboris to Mexico, going over to see my buddy Curtis the Beer Man at the Brick and Barrel Beer Bar and Grill as Gouffron does a little bit of fake back to second, but since his shortstop and second baseman are literally miles away from the bag, I don't think that Mr. Rosenthal was too worried about that. I'll do it again, 3-2. And it's high, ball 4. So back-to-back walks will load the bases here in the second inning. And that'll bring up Jonathan Walsh, who singled right back up the middle his first time up. Walsh was 1 for 3 yesterday. Comes out of Georgia Gwinnett College and hometown, Dover, Tennessee, one of my favorites from yesterday. Walsh with 12 runs batted in on the season. He's got a chance for a couple of more here with the bases loaded, and Gouffron trying to find the strike zone here. Struck out Flores to start the inning, then Rosenthal singled, a fly ball by Swenson on a great catch by Jordy Lopez was the second out, but then back-to-back walks to Finney and Salahar have put the Potters in some hot water here. Walsh checks his swing, and it's outside. 1-0. I don't know who's doing the 50-50 tonight, but this is a great night to be doing the 50-50. Full house of people wanting to see some fireworks, and they just want to get things going. Gouffron to the plate, 1-0. Outside again, 2-0. Logan Macy on deck. Two balls, no strikes, bases loaded, just the second inning here. Cooper Smith behind the plate for the Potters in this one. And Gouffron is ready to go. That's right down the middle for a strike. 2-1. That one at 87, and Jack just kind of turned that one loose. Looked like he was aiming the two previous ones, and that one he just let go. And he's back in the count at 2-1. Rosenthal, Finney, and Salahar on the bases for the Medford Rogues. That's high and inside, 3-1. Potters straight away, medium deep for Walsh. Has one home run on the year. That is a call, strike two right there. Right on the knees on the outside corner. 87 for Gouffron. So there's where we are, bases loaded. Full count. Top of the second, Potters 2, Rogues nothing for now. Could use a little more cowbell probably. Grounder down to third, handled. Guanzon across the diamond, he got him at first base. So Gouffron pitches his way out of it. A ground ball third to first. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Potters still on top, 2-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
We are in the bottom of inning number 2. Cooper Smith, Jackson Norton, and Mays Madsen will face Herman Luna as the Potters, escaping a tough situation in the top of the inning, come to the plate in the bottom of the inning with Smith, who's hitting .317 with 13 runs batted in. Leading us off, he was the DH last night. He's catching in this one tonight. Luna delivers a strike on the outside corner. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Another good second inning, they call it cattleman's race against Piper. We had a very small young girl, I would say maybe, strike 2 there, maybe 3 years old, come in last place, and boy, did she get a rousing ovation. That was tremendous, especially the third base side. They really rose up in arms to support her and push her across the finish line. So that was a nice moment out here. 1-2 on Cooper, and he'll take ball 2. 2-2. Cooper Smith from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Utah Tech University. Fouls that one off. Luna mixes the speeds very well. We noted earlier that he's 38 innings and 14 strikeouts and an ERA of under 2, and obviously that means he throws strikes and gets, ground balls, fly balls. Gave up a couple hits in the first inning, then got 3 ground balls for outs. Here's the 2-2 to Cooper. That's inside, ball 3. So Smith leading off the bottom of inning number 2. The Potters trying to win their 7th straight game as they will go into tomorrow, a 6:05 meeting with the Marysville Giants. Hit sharply but right at the second baseman. That's Finney over to first for the out. So Cooper fights to a full count but grounds out to Travis Finney at second base, and it'll bring up Jackson Norton, who is the Potters' left fielder, hitting at .281 with 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Jackson last night was 1 for 4, and he scored 2 runs. And he's in there again, batting in the number 7 spot. Luna's pitch is fouled off. He doesn't get a lot of them over 80, or I haven't seen a lot of them so far. But he's got now 4 straight ground ball outs. Here's the 0-1. Jackson fouls that one off as well. The timing a little bit off is Luna. Where's number 5? You don't see a lot of pitchers with the single digits. All your pitchers, your Koufaxes, your Gibsons, your Marichals, your, what's that guy's name? Oh, yeah, Ohtani. Well, he's a little bit different. 1-2 on Jackson Norton from Sacramento, California, and St. Mary's College, the Gales, I believe. Looking to get something going here in the second. Pops that one up. Luna is very good at getting you off balance. That one looks like it's coming in fat, and all of a sudden when you're swinging at it, you're hitting just part of the ball. Slicing it back like Jackson did that time. Norton swings and misses. Off-speed pitch at 77. 2 up and 2 down for the Potters here in the second inning. Here's Mays Madsen, who was gone for a while, and now he's back, and we're glad to have him. He's the center fielder tonight, hitting .261. He has 10 runs batted in. Mays is from St. George, Utah, and also Utah Tech University, teammate of Cooper Smith. And playing up at third is Sanchez, as Mays had been known to drop the ball down on occasion. But this time he swings away and fouls it back to the screen. 0-1. Again, Luna dealing in strikes. And it is quickly 0-1. Potters are retrieving the foul ball. Austin Chang doing the honors. Madsen takes low and inside. That one hits 80. My trivia teammate, Jim Russell, down there buying some, probably negotiating, knowing him, to buy some 50-50 tickets. You know, trying to, get a little bit better deal. They give you a pretty good deal already. I think $20 you get the wingspan, which is usually the best deal to do. Here's the 2-1 coming up to Mays Madsen, and he will take strike 2. That one at 85, so Luna really ratcheting that one up, and I don't know if Mays wasn't ready for it or he thought it was outside or what. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, left field, base hit. Threw the fastball again at 85, and Madsen ready for it that time as he singles sharply to left. Third hit for the Potters. And with 2 outs, Ethan Groves will be the hitter. Groves has gradually slid in at shortstop over the last couple of games for the Potters. Impressive average of .341 and 11 runs batted in. He is out of Elk Grove, California, and Sac City College. And he's up here with 2 outs. Madsen always a threat to go. Good speed right there. Sharp grounder into right field, a base hit. Madsen will round second. He's going to take off for third. The throw's going to come all the way through. Not in time. It gets away at third base, and Madsen will score. And there goes Groves going into third base, and he stands up at third. So the Potters pull out a 2-out run on a couple of base hits and a throwing error, and Mays Madsen scores the 3rd run of the ball game. Another hit for Ethan Groves. He ends up at third. It'll be an error. It'll have to be given to, I imagine, the right fielder, allowing the ball to get away at third base and Madsen to score. A couple of errors for the Rogues last night were key early on in a 3-run second inning. And now it's Jordy Lopez, and with 2 outs, he's got Groves over at third base. Jordy lines it to right field for a base hit. Potters come up with 2 runs with 2 outs here in the second inning and extend their lead to 4-0. Lopez picks up RBI number 37. And here is Ian Guanzon, who doubled. I take that back. He tripled in a run his first time up to left center, hit it left center, and it bounced off the fence and went right back into straight center field. Salahar had to chase it down, and Ian had himself a triple, scoring Lopez, who has 2 hits already tonight. Lopez with a good lead at first base. You'd think that Luna would be a decent guy to go on. He does keep the ball around the plate, but it's not really get there very quickly to home plate. That one was 86, so he has ratcheted up the speed a little bit. He's got it. He was working really primarily with the off-speed stuff for the first couple of hitters of this inning. Guanzon pops it foul down the right field line, and that will get out of play. Finney will chase it down, but it's over right by the VIP section. We got a couple of different groups down there enjoying that down the right field line. Within striking distance of the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill with Curtis the Beer Man holding court there. 1-1 on Guanzon, who's out of East Tennessee State University. Lopez, I think he's going to go. There he goes. Guanzon, it's a slow chopper down to third. Sanchez is going to barehand it. What a fine play, but he throws it away at first base. Coming around third is Lopez. He's going to try to score. The ball's picked up, and they won't have a chance. Lopez scores. It's another run for the Potters, aided by another error by the Rogues, their second of the inning. Lopez scores. It will be an infield single for Guanzon, but then a throwing error to allow Lopez to advance and allow Guanzon to get to second base. So the Potters have now scored 3 times with 2 outs here in the inning. A Madsen single, a Groves single, Ball thrown away at third to allow a run to score. Groves got to third. Lopez singled him in. Guanzon with the infield single and then thrown away by Sanchez. That allowed Jordy Lopez to score. He was going on the pitch. And here's Ty McGraw. McGraw grounded out to first base his first time up in the meeting at the mound with Ortiz, and Luna is curtailed by the umpire. So for the second inning in a row, 3 runs, or second night in a row, a 3-run second inning for the Potters, fueled by a couple of miscues from Medford, and some pretty timely Potters hitting as well with Lopez, Madsen, and Groves. So here's Ty. Look out. That hit him. So he'll go down to first base, hit by a pitch. And that'll bring up Shane Miller, who grounded to shortstop his first time up. And we've seen Shane pull out the power a couple of times this year with 3 home runs and 24 batted in. So McGraw at first base and Guanzon at second base. Still 2 outs here in the second. So the Potters escape a bases-loaded situation in the top of the inning, then go down 1-2 in the bottom, and then all of a sudden pull out a couple of hits, a couple of Medford Rogues errors. We're going to have a meeting at the mound from the Rogues. And the Potters have put 3 up on the board and lead at 5-0. Obviously, second inning, much too early to say that's a good enough lead, but encouraging the way the Potters, Madsen started it off by, he got the fastball that he took for a strike, then Luna tried the same pitch in basically the same location, and Mays reached out and lined it into left field. Groves bounced the next pitch into right field. Madsen, of course, going for third. The throw got away. He scored, and Groves came all the way around to third base, scoring on the Lopez single. Then Guanzon with a little dribbler that Sanchez had to make a perfect play. He made a great pickup, barehanded, throwing it to first across his body, but it went awry. And Guanzon ended up at second. Lopez scored, and that's how we have come to now. And then Ty McGraw comes up there and gets hit by a pitch. And Willie says $725 in the 50-50 pot already. It's only the second inning. And I think that's going to be going up, 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 up. So here's Shane Miller. .396 on the season for Shane. Takes a strike. That one at 77, so Luna goes back sub 80 for the strike. He will deal 0-1 now to Shane. Ground ball foul. Right back at the Potters dugout down the first base line. So quickly 0-2 on the Potters shortstop. Hitting .396. Perrin Bland waits, hoping he gets to bat in this inning. Miller takes the ball, 1-2. That went down low, considerably low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I haven't seen the Star Wars guy. They're probably out taking pictures in the concourse. Chewbacca looking very impressive, and Princess Leia also very impressive. Then it gets a little murky for me. Miller takes in the dirt. Good job blocked by Chris Ortiz as he kept the runners at first and second. Was on that one quickly. So Miller has worked the count to 2-2. Potters won last night 9-0 behind Drew Brown and 4 relievers, shutting out the Rogues. McGraw had a home run. Lopez and Guanzon with 2 RBI apiece as well. Here's a 2-2. That is ball 3. So McGraw and Guanzon will be taken off here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. We've got activity in the Rogues bullpen. Right-hander up and throwing. 3-2. That's ball 4. So Bland will get up here with the bases loaded. As Miller, he's had so many of those at bats this year that he's had a couple. He's been down in the count and he's worked a walk. Just a really good recognition of the strike zone. And here's Perrin Bland, who grounded out to third his first time up. 9th batter to hit in this second inning. And remember, the first 2 Potters who were up made outs. Since then, we've had 4 singles, a hit batter, a walk, and a couple of errors. And here's Bland. Swings and misses. Luna using the 79-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and it was perfectly timed to miss Bland's bat. Perrin from Meridian, Mississippi, hitting at .372. He takes that one, and it's down low. Good patience at the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield, kind of medium deep, pretty shallow in left field is Rosenthal. Look out. I thought that hit him. It gets away. Here comes the runner coming in from third, and he will score. So the wild pitch allows Guanzon to score. McGraw moves up. Miller moves up. So it's now second and third. 4 runs in the inning, and it's a 6-0 score. That one I thought hit Bland and then came all the way back to the backstop. Took a big hop. Ortiz was on it, but Ian scored easily. And it's now 2-1 on Perrin Bland. Chopper is going to be a tough play, but it's a foul ball, and that's a good thing they grabbed it. Ortiz grabbed it because I think that might have bounced back into fair territory. He had a lot of spin on it, a lot of English on it, but it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count now on Bland. Cooper Smith retrieving the bat to give it back to his teammate as Perrin makes the long walk back to the plate and now faces a 2-ball and 2-strike count. Luna working from the windup 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply down to third. Sanchez has it, takes his time across the diamond, throws it off line, but they get him at first base. As Flores kind of lays down on the bag and makes the out. Potter score 4 times in the second. We go to the third. They're on top 6-0.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
2, 3, and 4 up here in the third inning for the Medford Rogues, who now trail this one 6-0 after the Potters scored 4 with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Logan Macy, who struck out looking his first time up, he'll be followed by Ken Sanchez and Chris Ortiz. Macy from Cumberland's University, 282 on the year. Swings and misses at Gouffron's breaking ball, 0-1. Logan hails from Culver, Oregon. And he has a no ball, 1 strike count. Playing the shortstop tonight. That one is a little bit too high from Gouffron. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3rd inning here from McBean Stadium, a packed McBean Stadium. With a lot of movement. I like a stadium with a lot of movement. 1-1 pitch, hitting sharply. McGraw almost makes the play, but it's into right field for a base hit. Macy has the 3rd hit for the Medford Rogues, who have been threatening all night long. They had 1 runner on in the 1st, and the bases loaded in the 2nd, and a leadoff single here in the 3rd in Ken Sanchez, who flied to right his first time up. On in. Good play by Jordy Lopez. So Sanchez at 348, 2 hits last night. Big right-handed hitter, 3rd baseman out of San Diego, California, and Stanislaus State University. Good lead by Macy at first. Sanchez rips it down the left field line. That's down for a base hit. Norton will chase it to the fence. He'll get it. Stopping at 3rd is Macy. Sanchez stopped at 1st. I think he might have, hopefully he didn't hurt himself. He might have slipped or something over there. But Macy makes it to 3rd. 2 straight hits for the Medford Rogues here in the 3rd. They've got something going. The runners at 1st and 3rd. And no outs. And they'll bring up Chris Ortiz, who had a fielder's choice his first time up. Drives to Norton in left field. That's a tough play, too, because that's a line drive. First of all, he wasn't going to make the play anyway because it was ripped down the line, but he has to find it because with that sun, we might get a pinch runner. No, we're just going to pick up a bat. Sanchez was kind of shaky over there, but he just hit that ball 107 miles an hour off the bat for Ken Sanchez. And here is Ortiz, who is hitting 359 coming in tonight. He is behind the plate for the Rogues. Check swing, and it's in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch from Gouffron out of Granite Bay, California. Checks the runner at first, goes to first, and getting back in there was Sanchez. 0-1 on Ortiz. He's followed by Chance Flores, the first baseman. Out to shortstop. Going to play it to second for 1. Going to go to first and get 2. Run will score, but the Potters pull the double play. Macy scores. It's a 6-4-3 double play. That went from Miller to Groves to McGraw. Ethan Groves is in the middle of a lot of double plays in the last 2 nights. So a run scores, but base is now empty. And Flores comes to the plate. Flores struck out his first time up. The first baseman from Lynn Benton Community College, hitting 250. That pitch is in there for a strike. Another one in the mid-70s for Gouffron. No RBI for Ortiz on the double play as Macy scores. Chopper out towards short on the big hop. Shane Miller to first base, and he got him. So it started out pretty bad, ended up okay for the Potters. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. They lead it 6-1.
baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Bottom of inning number 3, Potters 6, the Rogues 1. The new Rogues pitcher is Lorenzo Liu out of Folsom Lake College. He's making his 11th appearance, all in relief. 2-1 on the year, 16 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 4 walks, and an ERA of 2.81 for Lorenzo Liu, and he'll face Cooper Smith to start off the 3rd inning for the Lincoln Potters. Breaking balls in there for a strike. Luna went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and 1 strikeout. And now Lorenzo Liu is an 0-1 count on Cooper Smith. That's inside. Lorenzo, as we said, from Folsom Lake College. He is out of Stockton, California. And he is the second pitcher for the Medford Rogues. Rogues scored their first run of the series in the top of this inning. Smith takes ball 2. Jackson Norton and then Mays Madsen following Cooper Smith. So 2 Utah Tech University teammates in Smith and Madsen. Outside 3-1. Now there's a baby down there on Star Wars night. If you have a baby, you dress him up as Grogu. Isn't that the baby in the, yeah, the Mandalorian one? So that should be a rule. If you're coming out here on Star Wars night and you have a baby, you dress him up as Grogu. 3-1 pitch is hit sharply, but right at Travis Finney at second base. He'll go to first for the out, and just like last time, Cooper Smith hits a ground ball to second base, and he is the first out of an inning, this time the 3rd inning, and Jackson Norton will step to the plate. Jackson with a strikeout in his only appearance tonight, so he is 0 for 1. 281 is Jackson's average. He's been with the Potters all summer long, and a welcome addition indeed. Lou's first pitch is a ball, 1-0. So Lou went to 3-1 on Smith. Smith got one he thought he could drive, hit it at Finney at second base for the first out. Norton takes ball 2. Just a little bit too low on that offering from Lorenzo Liu. Two-0 coming to Norton. And it is ball 3. Still a little bit too low for the liking of the umpire. As he looks at the scoreboard and it says 1 ball and 2 strikes, and he says, I'm not going with that. I can't go for that. No can do. And that is a strike. 3-1. And that is ball 4. So Norton gets the base on balls. And Mays Madsen, who singled to start the 4-run rally in the 2nd inning, will be the hitter. And I would think Mays might think about dropping one down here because that's kind of like what he does, kind of his thing. But Sanchez kind of is hip to it. He's playing up close at third base. Flores will have to hold the runner on at first. And the throw will go to first, and Norton is back. Jordy Lopez comes out on deck, the top of the order for the Potters. And that's a nice breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. Madsen came in at 261. He is 1 for 1 tonight. He takes strike 2. So quickly 0-2 on Mays Madsen. Norton with a decent lead over at first base. And he'll throw over there, will Lorenzo Liu. Chance Flores, the first baseman, applying the tag a little bit too late. Madsen takes it. Nice block again by Ortiz to keep that from going back to the backstop. 1-2 on Mays, who was out of St. George, Utah, which we found out a couple weeks ago has some skiing, hiking, and golf was the main attractions, which aren't bad main attractions. So hiking is a lot of work. Skiing is scary. There goes the runner. Pitch is ripped foul down the first base line. Mays jumped all over the off-speed pitch at 75 and jumped all over it too much. Although if he'd hit it fair, Flores was right there because he was holding the runner on, so probably would have had it. And Norton will go back to first base. And we'll do it again at 1-2 strikes. Look out, that's behind him. Norton's going to go down to second, and it won't be a problem this time. Wild pitch charge to Lorenzo Liu, and Norton now at second base with 1 out. And Jackson chatting with Logan Macy, the shortstop out there. Maybe talking about, I don't know, maybe they were talking about one of the Star Wars characters they saw, or Piper or something. But Macy will be able to stay close with the left-handed batter at the plate. Grounder down to first. That is a fair ball and handled by Flores, and he'll retire Madsen. Going to third is Norton. So it's up to Ethan Groves, who singled his first time up, grounded ball into right field, and all kinds of shenanigans occurred after that. Madsen went to third. The throw got away. Madsen scored. Groves ended up at third. He scored on a Jordy Lopez single. So Ethan 1 for 1, 341 on the season. He has 11 runs batted in. Inside and low for a ball, 1-0. Ethan out of Sac City College. Breaking ball, catches the outside corner. 1-1 strike. Groves thought it might not have caught the outside corner, and respectfully. Same area, but down low, 2-1. Another good block by Ortiz. This time saving a run with Jackson Norton at third, eager to try his wares or try his chances coming home. Two 1 on the way. Ethan takes ball 3, and Ortiz again, just giving himself up for the ball club and keeping that run at third base. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. Groves will take the walk. Second of the inning for Lorenzo Liu. And it'll bring up Jordy Lopez, who has singled twice in this one. And another meeting at the mound for the Medford Rogues. As Liu, who only walked, I think we said 4 batters in his previous 11 innings, has walked 2 here. Excuse me, his previous 16 innings. He walked 4 in 16 innings. And he's walked 2 in this inning, and it just, might be a adjustment kind of situation, but going to chat about it with 2 outs here. Norton at third, and Groves over at first base. And they're probably going to talk about what to do if Groves takes off as well, although with Jordy Lopez swinging the hot bat, maybe the Potters are going to let Jordy have a whack at it. Lopez came in at .451. He is 2 for 2. He scored twice and he's driven in 1. He now has 37 runs batted in. Ty McGraw, who got 1 tonight, has 31 runs batted in. Perrin Bland has 33. So that's how it looks at the top of the RBI tables for the Potters. And here's Lopez. And that's in the dirt again. Ortiz really working hard. 1-0. Might send Groves just because the ball throwing a lot of pitches down low. But we'll see. That's outside for a ball. And that was almost, he almost didn't stop, come to a complete stop there in his haste to get the ball to the plate. 2-0 on Lopez with Ian Guanzon after Jordy. Ball 3 rolls away a little bit, but not enough for anybody to advance. We're going to get activity, I think, in the Rogues pen as a 3-ball no-strike count now to Lopez. And Jordy is probably going to be taking this one. That's a guess. You don't take usually in summer baseball, but we'll see. And that's ball 4. So 3 walks have loaded the bases here in the third inning with 2 outs, and it'll bring up Ian Guanzon, who was tripled and singled. The triple was in the left center. The single was just a chopper down the third base line that Sanchez came in barehanded and threw to first and threw wildly. He was charged with an error, and Guanzon got an infield single. It was a very, very difficult play that Sanchez was trying to make. So Ian has now 15 runs batted in after getting the RBI triple in the first inning. His first at bat against Lorenzo Liu comes with the bases loaded here in the third. And that's outside and gets away, but it bounces right back to the catcher, throws to the pitcher, but he doesn't control it, and safe at home is Jackson Norton. Boy, the Medford Rogues got a big break there, it looked like. It came right back to Ortiz, who was right on it. Lou came in, the throw to the plate was in time, but Lou was not able to handle it, and Norton scores. The other Potters are moving up. That means Groves is at third and Lopez is at second for Ian Guanzon. So we've had 3 walks and a couple of wild pitches here in the third inning, and it's now 7-1 Potters as Ian steps in, hoping that he's going to get something. Maybe Lou will just try to get something across the plate, and he can jump on it. Outside, ball 2. 2-0. First base is open, but again, Ty McGraw is on deck. So, I mean, pick your poison. Right-hander working for the Rogues in their pen. (2-0) on Ian. 3-0 on Ian. And Ortiz is exceeding his daily limit of blocked baseballs behind the plate. Ball 4. Fourth walk of the inning. We'll load the bases again, and here's Ty McGraw. And we're going to get a pitching change, it looks like. As Lou will not make it out of the inning, he will turn over the reins to somebody new. We'll take a break and come back with the identity of that new pitcher. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Potters 7, the Rogues 1.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
New pitcher for the Medford Rogues is Eric Hernandez, a right-hander out of Gilroy, California. It's making his 6th appearance, his 5th in relief. No wins, no losses, 12 innings pitched and 12 strikeouts. Just 3 walks and an ERA of a very impressive 0.75. He'll face Ty McGraw with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 3rd. Potters on top 7-1. Hernandez listed at 6'2" and 210, uncommitted for his college choice. First pitch is a ball. Off speed at 77. 1 ball and no strikes to Ty McGraw, who's itching to swing, as he always is itching to swing, especially in this situation. Potters at every bag, 2 outs here. They've scored once, has Lincoln, in this inning. Check swing, did he go around? We're going to ask the umpire, and they're going to say, I don't know. I'm looking for an answer. I'm getting nothing, so it's 2-0. Oh, they did call it a strike? Okay, 1-1. I was looking at the wrong umpire. And it is 1-1. Thank you, Evan. Evan's got he's in tune to these umpires. It's a very valuable skill to have. I noticed the grassy knoll is just thronged with people. Just all kinds of people down there. Ty takes in the dirt. A fastball on the strike was 88 from Hernandez. That one another off-speed pitch. 2-1. They're just throngs of people down there on the grassy knoll enjoying the game and getting ready for the fireworks to follow. But we're only in the bottom of the 3rd inning, so the Potters want to pile on a couple more runs here. Breathe a little easier. Been the beneficiary of 4 walks and 2 wild pitches in this inning. 2-1 coming to McGraw. Check swing, and it's inside. 3-1. Shane Miller on deck. Don't think Ty would leave the strike zone for one, but you never know. It's a summer night. You never know what could happen. The Gardendale group hopefully is tuning in on this one, watching their guy with the bases loaded out in Alabama. He fouls that one off, a fastball at 88. So Hernandez goes to the fastball, gets back in the count. It's a full count with the bases loaded in 2 outs, and so everybody moving except for, I would say, probably Groves at third's taking it kind of easy, as he'll score if the situation arises pretty easily. 3-2 now on Ty McGraw. Hernandez finally ready to go. Runners taking their leads and taking off. Popped out of play again by McGraw. I think it's out of play. Chasing it is Sanchez. Wow. And he has to run. It's on the grassy knoll, but he had to run through like 20 of his teammates out in the bullpen to get to it. And Evan right on the camera showing you the congregate. I like saying throngs now, so I'll say it again. No, I'm not going to say it again. Group. I'll just say group. I don't know where my thesaurus is, so I'll just say group. We'll try the full count pitch again. That one was at 89 from Hernandez, who looked like he had something in the tank and maybe pulled it out there. Maybe he's got more for the next full count pitch to Ty McGraw. Line foul right over the top of the grassy knoll where there's some people walking. There are a lot of people walking. As I said, this is a very good milling crowd. There's a lot of milling around going on. And that one narrowly missing a group down the walking by the grassy knoll. So we'll do it again at 3-2. That one 89 again from Eric Hernandez. Potter's runners getting a little tired as they are taking off on these pitches. Line drive, right field, base hit. 1 run scores, it bounces away in right field. Here comes the second. And it's finally picked up. McGraw delivers a 2-run single, and the Potters lead at 9-1. Grove scores, and so does Jordy Lopez. Ian Guanzon ends up at third base. McGraw has 3 runs batted in on the night. Potters get their first hit of the inning, and they have 3 runs. And here's Shane Miller. So what a battle. 3-2 battle. Hernandez coming with the 88, 89 mile-an-hour fastball. McGraw fouling it off, and then Ty just waited for one at 89, and 108 miles an hour off the bat, and it seemed like that. And 2-run scoring. The bobble didn't really matter in right field with the Walsh because I don't think it would. Potters would have scored 2 anyway. And I believe Ian would have made it to third, too. So here's the pitch to Shane Miller. He takes a fastball, and he takes it high. 1-0. So Ty does what he's done since he got here, which is come through when they need him. The 2-out, 2-run single. That's a breaking ball. Nice looking pitch right there by Hernandez. Finds the corner at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike on Miller, who has grounded to short and got a base on balls tonight. Hernandez checks Ty. He's not going anywhere at first base. Miller takes a breaking ball. That one low and outside. 2-1. 4 walks, a single, and a couple of wild pitches so far here in the third. And the Potters have scored 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and now 3 in the third. Miller swings and misses at a good fastball. 2-2. Perrin Bland on deck. Hernandez, the third Medford Rogues pitcher tonight. Miller takes call, strike 3. Potters score 3 times in the third. We'll go to the top of inning number 4. Potters on top 9-1.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5-Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5-Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek Phases 4.
Top of inning number 4, Potters 9, Rogues 1. Mark the Phantom Low along with Evan the Engineer. Dawson Raddick is the new pitcher for the Potters here in the top of the 4th. The young man from Gretna, Nebraska and Reinhardt University gets a strike on Jackson Rosenthal, making his 17th appearance. 17 and 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts, ERA of 1.02. 14 hits in those innings, and he has given up 7 walks. Rosenthal singled his first time up. Takes that one a little bit outside, a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson at 314 coming in, singled to right field his first time up. Hit the ball hard just about every time last night, but nothing to show for it. That one's lifted out toward left field. Norton's trying to find it. It goes back, still goes back, reaches up, and did he get it? No, he didn't. And Rosenthal's going to get to second base, and that's going to have to be a double because Norton couldn't find it and went out back to the fence, and that thing carried farther than I thought it would carry. And it came back over his head, tried to reach back and get it and couldn't do so. So Rosenthal's at second base, and Ethan Swenson will be the hitter. That one was just all kinds of trouble from the get-go. Hit high in the air by a left-handed hitter to left, so it has slice on it. Right up in the sun. Jackson located it, tried to track it down, and here's Swenson, who flied to right his first time up on a really great play by Jordy Lopez. Well, you don't have to say really great. It's either really good or it's great. It was great. Swenson at 250, had a pinch hit last night out of Central Washington University. Outside, it gets off the glove of Smith and going back to the backstop. He charged a wild pitch, and Rosenthal is now at third base with nobody out. Cooper Smith and Dawson Raddick discussing matters of state probably, and also getting on the same page here in the 4th inning. Potters have a big lead, but it's early, just the top of the 4th. The Rogues at 11-7 and 23-10 on the year. They've got some pretty good sticks in this lineup. Swenson chops it down to first. McGraw gives ground, has it. He's going to flip it to Raddick and get him at first base. A run will score. That is Rosenthal. And Swenson is out 3-1. He'll get himself an RBI, his 3rd of the year. But the base is now clear with 1 out, and Travis Finney is the hitter. Travis, I think, is the dueling dogs batter today. He walked his last time up. Yes, he is, because there's the dog mixtape coming out. So Travis out of Melbourne, Australia, which makes him Evan's hero, and he goes to South Dakota State University, 5'10". The thing I noticed about him is everybody, they list their weights on this roster, and everything is in increments of 5, 175, 200, 190. He's 182. So for some reason, they either wanted to take off those 3 or add those 2 to Travis. Pops it up. McGraw calling for it, coming into foul territory. Makes the catch on the baseline for the second out. So 2 outs, no free beer, no half-price beer, but Will Salahar will come up to the plate with 2 outs. Will Whalen, number 24 out of Scottsdale Community College. in Anthem, Arizona. The left-hander walked his first time up as well. 279 for Will on the season. And he'll take what I thought was a strike, and it is a strike. Got some confirmation right there, 0-1. Oh, 1 coming up. That's low and outside. One ball and one strike. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dawson Raddick relieving Gouffron, who went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 2 and he struck out 2. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout to end the inning. So a run scores for the Rogues, but we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Potters 9, Rogues 2.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help.
Bottom of the 4th, Eric Hernandez back out on the mound for the Medford Rogues. He came on to finish the 3rd inning for Lorenzo Liu. Liu's final numbers, 2/3 of an inning, 3 runs, all earned, 4 walks. And here is Perrin Bland to start us off. Hernandez came in, gave up the base hit to McGraw, then struck out Shane Miller. Bland is grounded out to 3rd twice. He swings and misses at a high fastball. 0-1. Cooper Smith and Jackson Norton to follow Perrin. Hernandez delivers, and that one just misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Perrin Bland, who comes into the game at .372. He has a half dozen home runs. He's driven in 33, which is now tied for second, as Ty McGraw has got 3 runs batted in tonight to give him 33. Bland swings and misses at an off-speed pitch, 1-2. Chris Ortiz behind the plate, Sanchez at 3rd, Macy at short, Finney at 2nd, and Flores over at 1st. Walsh in right, Salahar center, and Rosenthal in left field for the Medford Rogues. As we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Bland hits it out toward right field. Going back is Walsh. He's got room. He'll make the running catch, going towards the foul line for the first out here in the fourth inning. So Bland keeps it away from the third baseman, but the right fielder is no kinder to him. One out in Cooper Smith, who's grounded out to second twice. Out of Utah Tech University in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, Mr. Cooper Smith comes in at .317. He's driven in 13 runs. No home runs as of yet for Cooper Smith. Fouls that one off. Fastball at 84 from Hernandez. We saw him go as high as 89 when he was matched up with Ty McGraw back in the third inning. That one at 84, got the foul ball from Cooper Smith. Potters back in action tomorrow. That'll be a 6:05 start again. No fireworks tomorrow. It's just Sunday. That's when we start at 6:05. Marysville Giants will make the journey down and provide the opposition. Another PEL game. That fastball is just a little too high. 1-1 on Cooper Smith. Then the Potters will have Monday off and then a very busy final week of the season. 2 against the Prune Packers and the Mudcats. A day off Friday and then the West Coast Kings. Check swing on the breaking ball and it's down low. So 4 big games in those last 5 days. Capped off with the West Coast Kings coming in for a fan appreciation night on Saturday the 25th. That's a 7:05 start, but you want to get your tickets as that one will be pretty well attended as well. A lot of great prizes being given out that night, in addition to the Daniel Susak trading card. Chopper foul down the first base line. And I believe Willie said that a couple of autograph ones are going to be slipped in there somewhere in the pile, so that is certainly something to check out. 2-2 now on Cooper Smith. Shadows still on the infield. Almost have overtaken the infield. Outfield, especially left field, still open. 2 being influenced by the sun and its rays. Here's Hernandez with a 2-2. And that is called strike 3. His second strikeout, both of the called third strike variety. 2 outs quickly here in the fourth. And Jackson Norton coming to the plate. Norton has struck out and walked. Scored a run back in the third. Potters with 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and 3 in the third. Norton hits a little squibber out towards second base. Finney has it over to first. It's a good inning for Eric Hernandez. 1-2-3. As we go to the top of the fifth, Potters 9 and the Rogues 2.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project.
it's very costly to the developer. So beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of inning number 5, C.J. Riccardi is the new pitcher for the Potters out of Orangevale, California. He has made one appearance and had a 1-2-3 inning in that appearance with 2 strikeouts. Jonathan Walsh, the right fielder, will lead us off here, and he's followed by Logan Macy and Kian Sanchez against C.J. Riccardi. Farmer's fifth, which means the first batter, who is Jonathan Walsh, will be mixing out anywhere, shape, or form. It will be half off Farmers Brewing Products down at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill. And our buddy Curtis the Beer Man and his ever-loving spouse Carmen. But they got to get the first guy out first as Walsh comes up here with a single and a ground out. And he lifts that one high up on the infield. The second baseman calling. Now it's the third baseman, Guanzon, calls everybody off and makes the catch. And that means Farmers is half off. One out. And that'll bring up Macy, who has struck out and singled. Macy struck out looking in the first, singled and scored in the third. 282 on the season for Logan out of Cumberland University, his hometown, Culver, Oregon. Riccardi delivers a strike. 87 from CJ out of Harding University by way of Orangevale, California. 0-1 with Kian Sanchez, the number 3 hitter on deck. That one misses down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Potters trying to get their 7th straight win on the season. That one's fouled out of play. Jack Ufron started, went the first 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 1 run. Dawson Raddick, an inning, a hit, a run, and a strikeout. And now C.J. Riccardi. Macy has 2 home runs on the summer. He's driven in 11 and takes that one high. Another 87-mile-an-hour fastball from C.J. Riccardi. One more Wine and Wiener Wednesday on the schedule. Next Wednesday against the Prune Packers. That's lifted high in the air on the infield. Who's going to call that one off? It's the shortstop, Shane Miller, and he'll make the catch. So a couple of pop-ups, a couple of outs, and it'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Kian Sanchez, who's flied to right and drilled a single to left. So he is 1 for 2. As Piper the Peacock has got the Super Soaker out, and he's just got, that is like very close to up targets. Just nailing him as Sanchez steps in, followed by Chris Ortiz. Breaking ball, nice pitch, strike 1. Kian 348, 2 home runs, 12 batted in. Cal State Stanislaw for the third baseman for the Medford Rogues. Fastball outside, 1-1. Little point blank action for Piper the Peacock. Getting some of the parking lot Potters. Can't remember. That seafood boil sounds tremendous. Because he was talking, Don was up here talking about that a couple of weeks ago. 2-1 now on Sanchez as that off-speed pitch misses. And I told him I didn't think it was my jam. Then I saw one on one of those cooking shows and it looked pretty fun. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one is inside for a ball, 3-1. It's kind of hard to see when you have 2 big guys walking up the stairs, both carrying Fat Cat giant hot dogs. I'm trying to dodge them so I can see past them. 3-1 on Sanchez. That's strike two. And Kean knew it. 86 from Riccardi as he is brought the count full at 3-2. Now Piper's just like stalking people with the soaker. Breaking ball swung on and missed. CJ does it again. A 1-2-3 inning for the right-hander from Orangevale. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Potters on top 9-2.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Bottom of inning number 5, 9-2 Potters. Jaden Nuggebauer, last night's shortstop, is tonight's pitcher for the Rogues. He is the 4th pitcher for Medford. Eric Hernandez went an inning and a third, gave up 1 hit and struck out 2. And here's Mays Madsen to lead off the bottom of the 5th against Nuggebauer. Mays hits a ground ball to the left of Finney, but Finney's all over it at second base and flips over to first for the out. Covering a lot of ground is Travis Finney at second base, and he's got the assist on that one, and Ethan Groves will be the hitter. Madsen had singled and grounded out to first. So Groves has got a single and a walk, and he's scored twice. He's up here with 1 out in the 5th. Sails a fastball high at 88 from Nuggebauer. Grove started the night at 341. He'll take that fastball and his ball too. Just misses outside. Jordy Lopez, the top of the order to follow. And Groves takes a strike, 2-1. Takes that one low and inside. So Groves 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 out here in the 5th inning. McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Sun still touching left field. It's mostly in center now, actually, it seems like. Looking at Salahar out there. 3-1 coming up to Ethan. Hits it high in the air to right center field. Giving chase is a couple of guys, but it won't get there. Groves is at second. He's thinking about 3. The throw comes in, it's cut off, and they won't even be, well, they do throw it, but it's in the ground. And Groves has himself a triple. Ethan Groves stays hot. That is the 6th hit for the Potters. And with 1 out, they've got a runner at third here in the bottom of the 5th, and Jordy Lopez, who has singled, and walked, and scored 3 times, and driven in a run, comes to the plate. Groves now with a triple, a single, and a walk. He has scored twice. Lopez came in at .451. He's 2 for 2 with a walk, 3 scored and 1 driven in. Gives him 37. He takes the ball down low. Infield is in for the Rogues as they are down 9-2 here in the 5th. Jordy hits it out in the left center, slicing away from Salahar. He won't get there. It's down into left center field by the fence. Lopez is at second. He will stop right there. It's another hit for Jordy Lopez, another run for the Potters, and it's now 10-2 in favor of Lincoln. Lopez, third hit of the night, his second run batted in. That ball was just tailing away from Salahar in center field. And here is Ian Guanzon. Triple, a single, and a walk for Ian. He's having to do something to keep up with Jordy Lopez. Between the two of them, they've got 5 hits and 2 walks. They've been on base 7 times and scored 5 runs. So Ian steps in here, came in with a .364 average. That's a little bit higher now, and has picked up RBI number 15 back in the first inning when he tripled in a run. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. 88 from Neusbauer. So good zip on the ball from the shortstop. Potters with a couple of triples in this game, Guanzon and Groves. They now have 7 hits. They've been beneficiary of 6 base on balls from the Rogues, and the Rogues have also committed 2 errors. Potters lead this one 10-2. And again, we've talked about it. In their winning streak, they have scored an amazing amount of runs. Neusbauer gets the sign. 1-0 coming up to Ian. Lopez has a tremendous lead at second base. Guanzon fouls it off. Might have bounced off the umpire there. So we'll take a second to get things calibrated, and it'll be 1-1 on Guanzon. I think it's 88 runs over the 7 wins. Something crazy like that. Maybe it's 78 runs. I think 78 probably sounds about right. Here's the pitch. Ian takes down low. Two and one now on Guanzon. We've got activity in the bullpen for the Medford Rogues. Just getting loosened up. Potters also with some activity over there. Ian hits it sharply, but right at the shortstop, backhanded by Macy. Throws it in the dirt, handled it first by Flores. Big hop right there from Macy. And Guanzon is retired 6-3 for his second out. And Lopez has to stay at second base, the ball right in front of him. And here's Ty McGraw, who's grounded out in the first inning, been hit by a pitch and had a 2-run single. He's got 3 runs batted on the night. He is 1 for 2. He now has 33 RBI. And he steps in here with Lopez at second base. And 2 outs here in the 5th. That is in there for a strike. There goes Lopez. A throw is going to be too late. Lopez steals third. Neusbauer rebounded very quickly and got it over to Sanchez, but Jordy was right there. He's at third base now. Got Something going on in the bullpen for the Rogues. I think they just have too many. Oh, they have a guy in shorts on the field, and I don't think the umpire is going to take to that at all. Do we have an ejection yet, Evan? Number 40. Wyatt Green is number 40. Oh and 1 on Ty McGraw. And 40 is leaving, going right over to Sabores to Mexico, which is what I would do if I was thrown out. Outside to Ty McGraw. 1 ball and 1 strike. Doing a little math here. I think the 7-game, I think we might have forgot a game. I got 104 runs over the 7-game winning streak. McGraw swings and misses. We had a game in there on the road that they scored 23. They scored 19, one of them at home. And they've been in double digits every game except, I think, 2, and they were both 9. So, yeah, I think it's 104 runs. McGraw swings and misses. 2 off-speed pitches, and he's down on strikes. The Potters score again in the 5th. We'll go to the 6th. They're on top 10-2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of inning number 6. Potters lead at 10-2. It's Jacob Gergen on the mound for the Potters out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the University of New Mexico. At least I think it's the University of New Mexico. Yes, of course it is. What am I thinking? Chris Ortiz is going to lead us off. We got the skinny on the ejection. We can't name names, but the aggrieved party says he didn't do it, and that's good enough for me. And what do they do to the guy when he gets thrown out? They tell him to come up to the press box. It's in center field, run down and caught by Mays Madsen. Wyatt Green making some friends up here. He's going to hang out with Willie for a while. And he maintains he did not do it, but he's not revealing this who actually was responsible. It was a comment that was made, and it made Evan blush. So we know it was pretty strong. So Kyle Pedersen is in behind the plate as Flores comes to the plate. That means that when Kyle comes to the, oh my gosh, that's why Evan's so happy. Hit sharply out to shortstop. Miller gets it to his left. On the run, throws to first, and Ty McGraw picks it clean for the second out. A good play at both ends for the Potters there. 2 outs. Quickly, here's Flores hit that ball pretty hard. Came off the bat at 101. Miller made the swipe and made the throw. And here's Jackson Rosenthal, who has singled and doubled. Line drive single. He doubled into the, he doubled into the sun in left field, and Jackson Norton, really nothing he could do out there. So here's Rosenthal against Gergen, and Jacob delivers down low. So Brady Dobson is taken over in left field for Jackson Norton. And Kyle Pedersen is now behind the plate for the Potters. Jacob Gergen. 2 balls and no strikes on Jackson Rosenthal with Ethan Swenson to follow him. We are in the 6th inning with 2 outs. Potters 10 and the Rogues 2. Gergen's fastball misses outside at 88. So Rosenthal looking to get on base for the 3rd time tonight. Jackson out of Hawaii Pacific and coming from Ashland, Oregon. And that is a strike. Glad the umpire bailed me out there. I thought he was going to hang me out to dry. On the outside corner, 3 balls and 1 strike. That one is ball 4 and a little bit too low. And Rosenthal is on base for the 3rd time. That is the 3rd walk given up by the Potters pitchers, and it'll bring up Ethan Swenson. The big DH is fly to right and grounded to first. He did get the RBI for the ground out back in the 4th inning. Came on last night as a pinch hitter and smoked a base hit, so he is 1 for 3 in the series. .250 on the year for Ethan, 6'7" out of Central Washington University. Wearing number 51. As Rosenthal has a short lead over at first. Gergen delivers a breaking ball, swung on and missed. 0-1, outfielded to straightaway and deep for Swenson. He's followed by Travis Finney, the second baseman tonight. Swenson swings and misses, gets the good cut at 89-mile-an-hour fastball. That was heat on heat right there, and it goes Gergen's way. So Jacob ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes now. Again, Rosenthal with the short lead. Fastball is high. Swenson lays off that one. I think he was anticipating a waste pitch in some way, shape, or form. So it runs the count to 1-2. Did he go? I think he might have. Yes, he did. They're going to throw it to second, take him out. He struck out. A lot of outs. We'll bank him for the next inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Potters 10, Rogues 2.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
New pitcher for the Rogues, Matt Ibrahim, out of Biola University. He is the fifth pitcher. Shane Miller will start us off. It looks like Aiden Diome has come out on deck to bat for Perrin Bland. Miller has struck out, walked, and grounded out, so he will lead it off against Ibrahim. Matt out of Spring Valley, California, against Shane Miller out of Gilbert, Arizona. So it's a California-Arizona clash more than anything else. That's a little blooper out towards second. Finney will grab it, and the first out is recorded on the first pitch. And Aiden Diome will pinch hit for, or bat for Perrin Bland and take over the DH job. So Diome out of Roseville, California, comes up here with one out. Abraham making his 9th appearance. He is 1-0, 10 2/3 innings, a great ERA of 0.84, and he has struck out 16 in 10 2/3. So very impressive numbers for the right-hander. And he delivers a strike. 0-1, 86 from Matt. Diome from West Park High School in Roseville, a returning Potter. Fouls that one off, so it's 0-2 quickly on Aiden Diome. Cooper Smith is scheduled next. Oh for 2, 0-2 in the dirt, ball one. So Diome will take over the DH spot from Perrin Bland, who was 0 for 3 on the night. A couple ground outs and a fly out to right field for Perrin. Again, we congratulate him on committing to Southern University, the Jaguars, or Jaguars, whichever way you want to say it. Diome 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Broke a little bit too late. A little bit too high. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some good shaved ice action tonight. You do see that a lot of times when you get the fireworks nights, the full house nights. You bring out the all shaved ice fans. And certainly doing so tonight. Diome swings and misses. So Abraham makes short work of the first 2 Potters he faces, and Cooper Smith will be the third. Although he will not be the third because Kyle Pedersen came in for him in the top of the inning. So Cooper was 0 for 3. Kyle with that wonderful walk-up song called Your Love by the Outfield, and I think we should all have a copy of the 45. You even know what a 45 is, Evan? I didn't think so. A 45 record, do you know what that is? Okay, good. I was beginning. Oh, there's a Star Wars guy right there. He's got a lightsaber and everything. But he's probably about 7, so I think I could take him. Although the Force, you know, if you got the Force, it doesn't really matter how old you are. Pedersen 0-1. Kyle out of Roseville, California, and UC Davis. Swings and misses at the off-speed pitch. And it is 0-2 on Kyle Pedersen. Brady Dobson, who came on for Norton in the top of the inning, will be the next hitter, either now or in the next inning for the Potters. That's low and inside. 90 miles an hour from the right-hander, Matt Ibrahim Jr. 6-footer, 210 pounds. I don't know if he looks like 210. And that's in the dirt as well, 2-2. Chris Ortiz has really been earning his money today as he's had to block pitch after pitch, especially in the early innings. And it is a 2-ball, 2-strike count now on Kyle. Potters back in action tomorrow, 6:05 start against the Marysville Giants. Pedersen swings and misses. Abraham, an impressive inning for the Rogues. We'll go to the top of inning number 7. Potters 10, Rogues 2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of inning number 7. Alex Krosno is the new pitcher for the Potters. He follows Gufran, who went the first 3, then Raddick 1, Riccardi 1, Gergen 1, and now Alex Krosno. He will start it off against Travis Finney, the second baseman. He has walked and popped out to first. That is outside for a ball. When I say outside, I'm being kind. It was well outside. Oh, that's right. He's the dueling dogs batter, and today it's bars open to the end of the game because of fireworks. Evan is a big fan of Travis Pisano. Had a 2-run homer, and he's a teammate of Travis Finney, so that's gonna okay. So if a guy's from another country, you're just going to be their fan. I mean, well, of course it's cool to go from Australia. What is the state most like Australia? I'd say South Dakota, wouldn't you? Okay. It's a big one, though. It's a big island. That is in there. Call strike 2. 2-2 on. Almost said Bassano. Travis Finney. Again, I don't know why he is not in the 5-pound increments on the roster. Everybody else is like even 5 pounds. He's 182. Krosno delivers down low, so it's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. That is outside, ball 4. Second walk drawn by Travis Finney. So Krosno will now face Will Salahar, the center fielder, the number 9 hitter. This is Alex's 9th appearance, 9 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. He's allowed 1 earned run. No wins, no losses. And he walks the opening hitter, that's Travis Finney, and now Salahar takes a fastball inside. Salahar has walked and struck out, so he's 0 for 1. Comes in at 279 out of Scottsdale Community College. And not at my favorite city, but Anthem, Arizona is a cool name for a city. I like that. That is a little too high, so it's 2-0. Activity in the pen for the Rogues. And Nate Kujawski is going to come out and talk to Krosno. He says, look, we're ahead 10-2. We need to throw strikes. And Alex says, I know that. I'm trying to. It was interesting talking to Drew Brown, yesterday's player of the game, after the game, and he said when Nate came out, he gave him a constructive suggestion as far as altering his delivery, because Drew said he was not as sharp as he usually is. He came to the team at the start of the season and wanted to cut down his walks and increase in strikeouts, and it's exactly what he's done. And his walks have really plummeted, but last night he was just missing the spot by a little. And he said Nate came out and gave him some really good advice and helped him get through the 5 innings, allowing just 4 hits and 1 run, or actually no runs. And he had 4 relievers come on, and they didn't allow any runs either. So 2-0 on Salahar. Finney at first base. Nobody out here in the 7th. Swing and a miss on a good fastball at 92 from Alex Krosno. We've seen him air it out a little bit. He's got, I think, to about 93 and 94 at times. But getting strikes is more important than that. Interesting talking with former Potter legend Brock Raggets, now the assistant coach, pitching coach over at William Jessup. That's ball 3. And he talked about getting people at their top speed and then throttling them back 4 or 5 miles an hour, and then teaching them how to pitch at that speed, and then kind of ratchet it back up to their former speed. And it makes a lot of sense. And he sounded like he knew what he was talking about, which is surprising knowing Brock. 3-1 pitch, and that's in there, strike 2 at 91 from Alex. Top of the order, that's Jonathan Walsh on deck for the Rogues, who will end their season on the road next week in Humboldt against the Crabs next weekend. Swing and a miss. Krosno comes all the way back after his talk with Nate Kujawski, gets the first out of the inning, the first strikeout for Alex, his 9th of the season. And Jonathan Walsh is scheduled to be the next hitter, but I don't think that's him. That's actually number 30, who would be Diego Gabriel, and I've seen his name spelled 3 different ways. Now it has Gabriel. I've seen it Grabiel. So it says Gabriel on here, so that's what we're going to go with, and he's batting for Jonathan Walsh. Walsh was 1 for 3, led off the game with a base hit back in the first inning, because that's when you lead off games. Fastball is in there for a strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swings and misses at that one, 1-2. Yeah, on the roster, it's Grabiel, Grabiel. It's Gabiel. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, please, no. Oh, it's Dr. Evil's back, Evan. 1-2 pitch. Could be called strike 3. Krosno delivers 92 miles an hour on the inside corner. Whoa, my goodness. Dr. Evil's back. What is this, Dr. Evil?
Maple bacon.
Maple bacon, and it's a waffle on a stick, right?
Yep.
Okay. At some point in the next week, I want you to make some time, because my friend Evan over here, he doesn't understand how you get the waffle on the stick. So you'll come up here and you'll explain it to him at some point? Okay, go. Thank you, Dr. Evil, coming up with another concoction. Maple bacon waffle on a stick. Who comes up with these things? First pitch is outside to Logan Macy, the shortstop. He has singled, struck out, and popped to short. That one is a little too high, I guess, for a ball. So it's 2-0. That one is in there for a strike. So that is actually a Daniel Berman who's batting for Macy. I didn't think it was Macy. So Berman is in for Logan Macy. Berman started last night, and he lifts that one out to right field. Chasing it down is Jordy Lopez into the bullpen area. He can't make the play, and it's a foul ball. That is a really tough play coming from straightaway right field right into the bullpen area, the mound out there. So he was not able to make the play, but fortunately he's okay. That's what I care about. And Berman will get another chance. You got to smell that. You got to smell that waffle on a stick, maple bacon. It's insane. Only an evil genius would come up with that. And I know you know it because when she walked in, you went, oh no. Because every time it's something crazier than the last time. 2-2 now on Berman. That one is ball 3. A little bit too high. Ken Sanchez is on deck. Swings and misses. Grosno gets the strikeout, gets 3 strikeouts in the 7th inning. Potters fans are stretching pretty. They're on top, 10-2.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated...
Bottom of the 7th inning, Hayden Van Acker, the new pitcher out of Oregon Tech, in Kuna, Idaho. Kuna, Idaho. He will face Brady Dobson, And it's only the 7th inning, Evan, but I think you and I can agree that we have a real player of the game already. It is, oh, man. Here's Brady Dobson. That is a ball. Number 40, who's Wyatt Green, who was thrown out of the game, unjustly, he says. He comes up here, right? So he's hanging out with us. We're fine. Everything's good. The evil Dr. Evil brings up the waffles on a stick, a s'mores one and a maple bacon one. And the next thing I know, I turn around and Wyatt's munching down on the s'mores one. He finished it. What a guy. Wait a minute. And now he's eating. There's a pop out to Berman at shortstop for the first out of the inning. So Willie got a delivery from Zaboris to Mexico. What was it today? Quesadilla, Willie? Yeah, and so Wyatt's taking a piece of that too. So the best thing he ever did was getting thrown out of the game, whether unjustly or not, because the man is going to say when they go to the after-game meal, he's going to go, "No, I'm full, you guys. I'm full." Here's Mays Madsen against Van Acker. One out in the 7th, and that one is too low for a ball, 1-0. So Wyatt is now our favorite player on the Rogues. And whenever he's pitching next, we will be tuned in, even if it means we have to listen to Brian. Madsen takes inside. Ethan Groves on deck. Jordy Lopez has led the way for the Potters. 3 hits and a walk. He scored 3 runs and driven in 2, so he has had a great night. Ethan Groves also, who is on deck. He's singled, walked, and tripled and scored 3 times. So, and Ian Guanzon with a couple of hits and an RBI, and he scored twice. So a couple of Potters coming through today, as that one is outside and Madsen takes the ball. And he'll go down to first base. And that'll bring up Ethan Groves, who has singled and scored. That was in the 2nd. Then he walked and scored in the 3rd. Then he tripled and scored in the 5th. So Ethan, who has emerged in the later couple of games, he is the shortstop for the Potters this summer. Started out as an outfielder. And he is up here against Hayden Van Acker with now Madsen at first base. Left-hander delivers outside with the slider 1-0. The term legend is tossed around too easily, but Wyatt Green is a legend, okay? That's hit high in the air to right field. Giving ground is Gabriel. He's got room, and he'll make the catch and gun it into second to keep the runner at first. So Groves is retired for the first time tonight, and that will bring up Jordy Lopez, who singled in the 1st and scored, singled in the 2nd and scored, walked in the 3rd and scored, and doubled in the 5th. He's got 2 runs batted in. He scored 3, and he has 3 hits. Jordy came in at .451. And now has 38 runs batted in, giving him the team lead. Well, he had the team lead anyway. Van Acker delivers. It's outside with the breaking ball. 1-0. Ian Guanzon is the next scheduled hitter. He is indeed out in the on-deck circle. 1-0 pitch to Jordy, and is a strike. 1-1. Too bad you didn't get thrown out yesterday, Wyatt, because we had chili cheese dogs up here and stuff. You would have really loved it. You want to check the menu next time you're here if you want to get thrown out. That's high for a ball. 2-1 on Jordy. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 7th inning. Lopez swings and misses. 2-2 on Jordy. Here's the 2-2 coming up with a runner at first base. Lopez hits it, a little blooper into left center field, and that's down for a base hit. Lopez with another single, this time into left center field. His 4th hit of the ball game. The Potters now have 8 hits. Make that, yes, 8 hits. And here's Guanzon. Ian has tripled in a run, singled, walked, and grounded to shortstop. So he has now 15 runs batted in. He has scored twice. Comes in at 364. He's got 2 on and 2 out here in the 7th. Ian takes high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Ty McGraw in the on-deck circle. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Madsen at second base. Lopez at first. A lot of speed on the bases. That's lined into left field, deep, and gone. A home run for Ian Guanzon. A 3-run blast, and it makes it 13-2 Potters. It took a while to be official, but Guanzon with his 3rd home run of the season. He now has 4 runs driven in tonight, 18 for the year. And the Potters pick up a 3 spot here in the 7th to lead 13-2. Ty McGraw coming to the plate. Usually it's Ty McGraw leaving the next guy to watch a home run celebration, but this time it's Ty to watch the celebration. Left-hander against left-hander. He fouls that one off down the third base line. Ty is grounded out in the first inning, had an RBI ground out. Then he's hit by a pitch, had a 2-run single and a strikeout. So he is 1 for 3. He's driven in 3 runs. And he's up here with a no-ball, 1-strike count. Bounces back to the backside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ty. Shane Miller scheduled next after McGraw. Nothing that a fireworks crowd likes better than home runs, and they love 3-run home runs. That really gets them going. It gets them ready for fireworks. McGraw takes the ball. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on McGraw. Three balls and 1 strike. On number 25, comes in at 361. Now has 33 runs batted in and 8 home runs. Had 1 last night. That one is on the outside corner for a strike. 3-2. Nothing he was going to do with that one if he went after it, so he just let it go. Full count pitch, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. That is called strike 3. So the Potters score 3 on the Guanzon home run, and we'll go to the top of inning number 8. Potters 13, Rogues 2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time.
Top of the 8th inning, Potters on top 13-2. Tyler Vargas will be the pitcher. The right-hander out of Wagner University will follow Alex Krosno, who was pitched 1 inning. We walked 1 and struck out 3. So a pretty good outing for Alex. And Vargas is the 5th relief pitcher after Jack Gouffron went the first 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and a run. And he hits on the elbow of Ken Sanchez. So Sanchez will go down to first base and bring up Chris Ortiz. Vargas out of Rancho Cordova, California. And bring up the catcher, Chris Ortiz, who has hit it to a fielder's choice and into a double play and flied to center field. So 0 for 3 in this one as he comes in at .359 average out of Stanislaus. First pitch is a strike. 87 from Vargas. Chaz Flores is on deck, the first baseman for the Rogues. Sanchez a short lead over at first. Has a chopper down to third. That's a fair ball. Miller's going to have to go to first, and he does. He looked at second, made the smart play. He knows the team just needs outs right now, and he went across the diamond to first. So Jordy Lopez is at first. That's Guanzon down at third, actually, not Miller. So Lopez is taken over at first. Here's Flores, who was struck out, grounded out to short twice, so he is 0 for 3. Out of Lynn Benton Community College up in Oregon. So Lopez has moved into first base. That's fouled off. Trying to put together the new Potters defensive alignment out there. We have Lopez at first. We have Brady Dobbs in left field. I think we have Madsen in center field. We think it might be Fisher, but we don't know. Swing and a miss and a good fastball at 88 from Tyler Vargas. Ty McGraw. So Ty has switched spots with Jordy Lopez. Anything you can do, I can do better. Madsen in center. Groves, Miller, and Guanzon, the other infield spots along with Jordy Lopez. 0-2 coming up. Lifted foul out of play right behind us. Jackson Rosenthal is scheduled next, and he is indeed in the on-deck circle for the Medford Rogues, who are in danger of falling to 11-8 in the PEL. Potters looking to improve to 15-8 and win their 7th straight game. Here's Vargas. Little blooper on the left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Picked up out there by Madsen. He hits the cutoff man. But it's a single for Flores. Moving to third is Sanchez. Hit number 6 for the Rogues, and brings up Jackson Rosenthal, who has a single, has a double, and has a walk. So he's 2 for 2. He scored a run. Jackson out of Hawaii Pacific University comes up here with 2 on and 1 out here in the 8th inning. That's a outside pitch. Just outside on the outside corner. Ball 1, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Rosenthal takes low, 2-0. Gouffran, Radek, Riccardi, Gergen, Krosno, and now Vargas for the Potters. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Down right at the bottom of the strike zone. And Rosenthal went after it. It's 2-1 on Jackson. A .314 hitter on the season for Medford. Counted down to first. Lopez handles it. Goes to second for 1. Back to first. And it gets away, but I don't think they would have got him anyway. A run will score to fielder's choice. Sanchez scores the run. RBI for Rosenthal. Flores is out at second base from Lopez to Miller. And Rosenthal will stay at first, so no error would be charged on the play. Lopez got the ball cleanly, but his throw to second lacked a little oomph. And Miller tried to make up for it by gunning it to first base and was not successful, so here's Ethan Swenson. Swenson with a fly to right, an RBI ground out, and a strikeout. Vargas delivers down low for a ball. Swenson out of Central Washington University. Swings and misses, fouls that one at the plate. So it goes to 1-1. 6'7" is Ethan Swenson. He is in the DH spot today. Had the pinch hit last night in a game won by the Potters 9-0. Vargas with a breaking ball misses inside, 2-1. Two and one. Rosenthal is down at first base. 1 run in for the Rogues here in the 8th inning. Fastball, 3-1. Just misses low. Big strike zone here with Swenson at 6'7", but that one a little too low. Those knees are pretty high. Breaking ball's hit down to third. Handled by Guanzon across the diamond to Lopez, and that'll do it. 1 run in for the Rogues in the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 8. Potters 13, Rogues 3.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
So we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The new pitcher is Caleb Randolph for the Rogues. He will face Shane Miller, then Aiden Diome, and Kyle Pedersen. Sharply to the right of second base, into right center field, the base hit for Shane Miller. His first of the night, the 9th hit for the Potters. Make that 10th hit for the Potters, and it'll bring up Aiden Diome. Diome came on for Perrin Bland in the DH spot, struck out back in the 6th inning, so Aiden is 0 for 1. Randolph making his 15th appearance. 2 wins, no losses, 2 saves. 16 innings, 20 strikeouts, and 8 walks. ERA of 4.50. And he's greeted with a solid single by Miller. And a ground ball off a breaking pitch by Diome down the first base line, but foul. Pedersen scheduled next, then Brady Dobson for the Potters. Swing and a miss. That's a nice breaking pitch right there from Randolph. Caleb from Oregon Tech hails from Central Point, Oregon. He is the 7th pitcher used by the Rogues in this one. Start off with Luna and Lou Hernandez, Nugebauer. That is called strike 3. Abraham Van Acker, and now Randolph, who gets the strikeout, and then here comes Kyle Pedersen. And that lovely song by the outfield that Evan enjoys so much. And so do I. Miller still over at first base, but now 1 out in the 8th. Kyle came on and struck out in the 6th inning, taking over for Cooper Smith behind the plate. And Chris Ortiz is going to go out and speak to his pitcher, Caleb Randolph, and say, hey, that was a really nice strikeout you had right there. That was really good. Keep doing that. I think you'll be okay. I'll talk to the people at Oregon Tech for you. If you keep striking people out, I think you'll go far over there. So Pedersen steps back in. Miller with a very short lead over at first base. Tyler Vargas went 1 inning for the Potters. I'm assuming he's going to be coming out as that pitch is down low. We got activity in the bullpen. Got to commend the fans for taking advantage of that longer bar hours are open longer on fireworks nights, and it is not a fact lost on this crowd. Let's put it that way. That is outside for a ball. Ray Garcia was just up here and said, it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. You're lucky you're in here. I said, yes. I'm in my cocoon in here, and you go out with the craziness. It's a fireworks night. Anything can happen. Plus, you got Chewbacca out there. I'm assuming he's still out there. Star Wars night. That Anakin Skywalker guy. Kyle takes a ball. Just misses low and outside. So it's 3-0 on Pedersen. Brady Dobson follows him, then Mays Madsen. .30 pitch, ball 4. That'll move Shane Miller down to second base. Kyle will go down to first base and bring up Brady Dobson, who came on back in the 6th inning for Jackson Norton, popped out to shortstop in his only appearance. Out of Stockton, California, and Cal State Northridge. Or Cal State Fullerton. Correction there, not Northridge, Fullerton. So Brady steps in with runners at first and second. That fastball just a little bit too high. 1-0. One ball, no strikes on Brady. Home games this week, Potters. Well, tomorrow, obviously, 6:05. Come on out and check out the Potters against the Marysville Giants. Swing and a miss by Dobson. Then on Wednesday, a Wine and Wiener Wednesday, last one of the season against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. 6:35 for that one. 6:35 the next night when the Mudcats come a-calling. I don't know if Mudcat Man will make it. And then the last one is Saturday night against the West Coast Kings. A 7:05 first pitch for Fan Appreciation Night. Foul back to the screen, so it's 1-2 on Brady. Wine and Wiener Wednesday. It's been a big hit this year, Evan. I don't know if it's the half off sangrias, if it's the $2 off hot dogs, or if it's just having bacon wrapped hot dogs down there. Although I think they should offer the chili cheese dog again, because it's the last Wine and Wiener Wednesday. Because that was fantastic when they debuted that yesterday. 1-2 pitch coming up to Brady. Went after the high fastball, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Caleb Randolph, and it'll bring up Mays Madsen, who was singled, grounded out twice, and walked. He has scored a run. That was back in the 2nd inning. He's the one who started the 4-run 2nd inning that pushed a 2-0 lead to 6-0. Mays 261 entering tonight. He's up here against Caleb Randolph. Breaking ball, drops in a little bit too late. 1 ball and no strikes. These fans are showing some smarts right here. They're getting their hot dogs in the bottom of the 8th inning. That way they're going to be fine when the 9th is over, and then all of a sudden it'll be fireworks time. There'll be full bellies and stuff. That's good thinking right there. Madsen swings and misses. Randolph at 86 on that fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike on Mays from, keep forgetting if it's St. George or it's Point George, Utah. Let's go with St. George, Utah. Yeah, that sounds better. And Utah Tech University takes that one in the dirt. And Ortiz, from the 1st inning to the 8th, man, that guy is blocking the ball like crazy back there. Doesn't matter the score, he's just giving up the body. Because he's a catcher, obviously. Ethan Groves on deck. Potters have another Pitcher warming up, so we'll see another reliever in the ninth inning trying to seal the deal. 2-1 on Mays. Fouls it off down the left field line out of play, so it's 2-2. I do like fireworks nights too because you feel the anticipation beginning to build early in the ninth inning, and people's like sensing that it's almost time. And once we get the last strike, the last strike guy's not here today. Oh boy, jeez, scheduling problems like crazy. Here's a 2-2 to Mays. Fouled off again. So we'll do it one more time with Mr. Madsen and Mr. Randolph. Potters with 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third, then 1 in the fifth, and then came back with 3 on the Ian Guanzon home run in the seventh. Medford with single runs in the third, fourth, and eighth. 2-2 again. That is called strike 3. Randolph strikes out 3 in his only inning of work. We'll go to the top of the ninth. Potters on top, 13-3.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the ninth inning, Potters leading this one 13-3. Matthias Michel has come on to try to seal the deal as me and Evan call it, trying to get the seal here, making his 13th appearance. He is 0-1, 14 innings pitched. He struck out 17. He has not given up an earned run. He'll face Travis Finney to start us off, and his first pitch is high for a ball at 95 miles an hour. Finney followed by Salahar and then Gabriel. Finney has walked twice and popped out to first. So 0 for 1 in this one. Chopper out towards short. Miller will take it on the big hop, throw across the diamond and get the out at first base. Jordy Lopez doing the deed over at first. One out here in the ninth inning, and that'll bring up Will Salahar. No post-game interview today of our player of the game because we have fireworks coming, and so I can declare any player of the game I want. And Evan, I'm thinking I'm going to do a crazy thing for player of the game. I don't know. I don't even know if you want to be involved with me and associated with me when I do this. As Will Salahar comes to the plate. The fastball at 95 is in there for a strike. Diego Gabriel is on deck. Salahar with a couple of strikeouts and a walk in the game tonight. As we got that frenetic energy that comes with almost a fireworks day. Here's the pitch. That one is in there for a call strike. One and two now on Will Salahar. Comes in at 279. Swings and misses. Michel gets the strikeout. That's the 10th strikeout for Potter's pitchers tonight and leaves it all up to Diego Gabriel. Although I think there might be a pinch hitter. No. So here's Gabriel. He came on in the sixth inning and struck out, so he is 0 for 1 so far. Michel from the windup. Gets the breaking ball, but it's a little bit too low. 1 ball and no strikes. Potters with 13 runs on 11 hits. The Rogues so far with 6 hits. They've committed a couple of errors as well. Fastball just misses outside. And a little bit too low, too. And I was waiting for the umpire. I was trying to will the umpire to calling that a strike. Well, teleportation here or whatever you call it. But telepathy didn't work out. That one will work. There's a strike. 92 from Michel. Potter's trying to nail down win number 7 in a row here. That one sails outside. They had fallen to 8-8 in league play after losing 3 of the Rogues up in Medford. And with a win tonight, they would improve that up to 15-8 and put themselves a little bit ahead of the Rogues. And also the Crabs right there too. Crabs and Rogues play next weekend. Ball 4. So the base on ball is to Gabriel. He'll go down to first base. And that'll bring up Daniel Berman, who came on for Logan Macy back in the 7th inning. He struck out in his only appearance. So Berman, who started yesterday out of Cal State Northridge, steps up here with 2 outs and a runner on here in the 9th inning. Popped up. Second baseman Groves going out. Right fielder coming in. Right fielder calls him off and makes the catch, and that's your ball game. Ty McCraw makes the catch to end the ball game. Potters with the big win. They got their 7th in a row. Our final score, Potters 13, Rogues 3, and I'm doing a crazy thing. Wyatt Green, you are the best, man. Good luck the rest of the season. Evan, I'm doing a crazy thing. I got Jordy Lopez 4 for 4, 4 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. I got Ian Guanzon 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 4 runs batted in with a home run. I'm making them co-players of the game. That's all I can do, man. That's all I can do. Co-players of the game, Jordy Lopez and Ian Guanzon. Congratulations to the Potters on win number 7 in a row. They take this one 13-2. Reminder, we're back in action tomorrow, 6:05, when the Potters take on the Marysville Giants. For me, Mark the Phantom Low, from my buddy Evan the Engineer, we say thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.